What's up everyone, thanks for tuning in again. In today's video, level 207 Battle Page versus the Revamped Dojo. So the dojo has been revamped a little bit, 20 more stages have been added. Not that I ever made it to the final stage, I mean, well, not at least since dojo has been revamped since a long time ago. Like the really old dojo, yeah sure, clearing that one was easy, but the new one, not that much. And like 20 more stages, that's like some hardcore stuff, man. Also, some monsters now drop bombs, meaning that they freaking explode when they die, and they will do damage or give you a debuff. And some monsters cannot be killed. They like start blinking and they just revive and they can't be killed for a few seconds, which is quite annoying. It wastes a lot of precious seconds, to be honest, because after 15 minutes you'll be kicked out of the dojo. So you have to try and get as far as possible within that time. And monsters have like crazy amount of HP within this dojo. This is not like the regular bosses that you know from regular Maple. Like Pep, for example, has like 20 billion HP. I'm not making this up, but something like that. Like a lot of HP. So some people might have seen yesterday's video where I was talking about getting stronger and upgrading my gear. For the people who did see that video, no worries. I did innocent scroll my my Golex gear. So I like to, like I said, want to get better at MapleStory, right? I want to be a bit more tryhard, a bit more pro in like doing some stuff, and I will make mistakes along the way. And what I'm really actually happy about is that I can do that. Like I can make a video and I can completely mess up my gear, and people will be like, "Yeah, Coppersan, about that gear, maybe you should actually do this and this instead." Like, and I'm really grateful for all that advice, because it actually helps me improve a lot in MapleStory. Like, I don't have a lot of other friends who play MapleStory who I can ask, like, are really pro, who I can ask for tips, like, hey, what end gear equipment should I get, or like, what is there a special scroll for this item that I can use? I have no freaking clue. So I'm really grateful for all the advice and tips everyone's been giving me. So another thing about getting stronger is you don't only have to upgrade your gear to get stronger, you can also get stronger by mastering your character, by mastering your class basically. So for example, battle mages, they have this lightning teleport thingy going on. Every time they teleport, like, and if the monster gets hit by the teleport, by the lightning in between, it takes damage, plus it applies a buff that will increase your damage, the damage you do to it for the next attack. And that's actually great, but that does mean that for battle mages you have to constantly try to teleport while attacking, while using your main mobbing skill, to make sure that you do like the most optimal damage. Plus you also can use those altars now if you're 5th job to also increase your DPS as well. So that's one of the things I'm trying to like master and figure out right now. So there are a lot of classes that don't just hold down one button and magically everything dies in the map. No, most classes actually have to use like buffs, and there's a certain skill order that you can use to have like the most optimal damage. For example, Blaster is a really good example of that. There's like so many combinations that you can use, and it takes some time to figure out like what is the most optimal damage that you can do. So yeah, that's also why I'm doing this dojo run right now. So I'm trying to like figure out how do I actually control my character against bosses, and especially against like moving bosses. Stationary bosses is pretty easy, but moving bosses is a whole different story. So when I, for example, later on when I want to try and fight like Chaos Vellum, I have to know a bit more about my character and how to control it properly. So that's also why what this run is about. Plus I just want to see how awesome this battle page is and how far I can actually get within the dojo. I haven't done dojo in a really long time, like seriously a really long time. So that's what I'm gonna try and discover. I'm gonna try and learn a bit more about MapleStory and about like really diving into the depth and facts and stats of MapleStory. So for example, for this week, I have a few videos in mind that I want to do, like how does speed work? How does weapon speed work? What is the best speed you can get? Is there's a hard cap, there's a soft cap, things like that. Or like what is the best inner ability for each class? Then how does inner abilities even work, because they didn't work like I expected them to work. So things like that, or what are like the dailies you can do? What are the daily boss runs that you do? Do you just sit around and Hennessy's talk all day? Are those your dailies? Like what do people actually mean by it when they say I have to do my dailies? Things like that. So yeah, that's a bit of the plan for the upcoming week. I'll also try to squeeze in like a bit more relaxed, casual video for all the people who are not really into MapleStory anymore, but still watch this channel. So I won't forget about you, but I have to like see what I can do. Usually every day I wake up and like, what should today's video actually be about? Around 5 PM I usually come up with something and then just use that. And that's basically what my day looks like. So right now we're at the final stage, we're fighting Papulitis, and bloody hell, he has a lot of HP. I almost got him, I'm so sad, like I almost killed him. If I just like was a lot faster killing the other stages, I would completely wreck him. But I made it to stage 33, and I'm actually really proud of that. I'm like the 3rd battle mage in Luna right now, which is actually pretty crazy, and I'm like 97 out of the 100 players who play Maple Europe. So that's pretty nice.